They are the largest primates on the face of the earth. For thousands of generations, the mountain gorillas of Central Africa have made their home in the forested highlands of the Congo-Nile crest, incorporating the former Zaire, Uganda, and Rwanda. Despite his fierce appearance, this 450-pound silverback male is shy, affectionate, a devoted father. In fact, only one species on Earth is known to prey on these peaceful giants. Man has killed mountain gorillas for food, captured and put them into zoos, and slowly forced them from their habitat by encroaching population and decades of tribal and military conflicts.
Rwanda is the most populated country in Africa. Because of that, the range of gorilla is becoming smaller and smaller.
Wildlife biologist Eugene Rutagarama was born in Rwanda, an ethnic Tutsi.
In 1994, the political power in place pushed the Hutu conflict against the Tutsi, resulting in horrible genocide, and 1 million people were killed. 2 million has to leave the country, and now people of Rwanda is trying to recover.
Most of his Rwandan family was killed. As soon as it was safe to travel, he returned home to oversee Rwanda's shattered national park system.
Some of the park were in pretty bad shape. Some of our staff were killed.
1.5 million refugees settled around Volcano National Park. Many turned to poaching the park's wildlife for food in an area that is home to more than half of only 650 of the world's remaining mountain gorillas.
It's remarkable that more gorillas were not lost in the conflict.
The gorilla's safety was not simply an issue of wildlife protection. Before the genocide, gorilla tourism was a top generator of foreign revenue. One of the 10 poorest nations in the world, Rwanda had a vested interest in stabilizing Volcano Park.
It's vital for us to rebuild this unique national heritage.
Eugene Rutagarama created a blueprint to rebuild and heal the Office of Tourism and National Parks. But perhaps his proudest achievement was his part in saving the mountain gorillas.
Ici, there, a man, a female with babies. The small one has around 7 months.
As a new Rwanda continued to rebuild itself, Rutagarama left public service and joined the International Gorilla Conservation Program. Today, he builds relationships with people living near the parks and oversees monitoring of the gorillas.
This park is affected by the local population because they make illegal activities which disturb the gorilla survival. There is an education program. We try to explain to the population that those incomes which we get from tourists, roads are repaired, hospitals, schools are repaired.
Rutagarama is bringing together park authorities and field staffs not just in Rwanda, but in Uganda and the Democratic Republic of Congo.
His commitment to conservation went beyond concern about his own personal safety and security. There were enormous refugee camps in Congo, and so Eugène, who was the Rwanda program officer, drove to Congo regularly. Doing that, though, meant that he had to drive through areas that were constantly being targeted by the militia groups, and he drove through them to help the people, the park staff on the ground in Congo. I think this is just one example of many examples of the commitment that Eugène had, not just to gorillas and conservation, but to the people who are doing conservation work in these countries.
I focused on conservation as a contribution to my whole country. But working with gorillas, I don't feel that I'm saving only gorillas, but I feel that I'm saving my relatives.
For outstanding environmental achievement in Africa, the 2001 Goldman Environmental Prize is awarded to Eugene Rutagarama of Kigali, Rwanda.